catapults! Let them burn! Bend them! Boom and ready! Shoot! Oh, it's impossible! There must be 20, nay, 50, 60 Genoese galleys! Oh, take heed there! Get out of the way! Incredible! The old trick of the rope! We'd order to them! Oh, blast them! It's the end! The end!
Quam dilecta tabernacula
The Chamber of Commerce of Livorno, the City Council of Livorno, the Port Authority of Livorno, the Province of Livorno, together for Discovering Livorno. Like the early inhabitants of Livorno and ancient Pisa joined forces against a common foe in the Battle of Meloria, the Chamber of Commerce, the City Council, the Port Authority and the Province of Livorno have joined efforts to offer the view of a new city to discerning visitors, as well as to the more casual ones, and, even in brief visits, catch the deep essence of Livorno. In the salty sunlit air, shady vaults and entrance halls, savoured like sips of the best wine from the surrounding hill slopes. There are really plenty of things to discover in Livorno, in its history, the places of worship, the mighty walls, along the streets of the ancient suburb of Venezia, marketplaces, museums and the splendid sea terraces. It's not hard for those who come from the sea to get a clear view of the shape of a port that once was a bastion in the Mediterranean. Fortified during the Medici period against attacks from land and sea, the powerful bastions planted into the sea, rooted into the sandstone base of Livorno, have survived bombings and today overlook piers and docks, goal of demanding yachts and cruise passengers. In the center of town, the Fortezza Nuova, and on the sea, the Fortezza Vecchia, that takes the lion's share and keeps the best surprises. Left us by Antonio Sangallo. Hand-carved cannonballs, spiral wells for rainwater, oven and forged chimneys, trapdoors to drop stones on rash enemies. A trip through time. From the ancient Bridge of Sighs, let's set off for a stroll. Under the large protective vault, shopping's a real pleasure. Well-furnished cellars, boutiques, atelier, snack bars, pubs and restaurants. Just a short way from Piazza Grande, Piazza della Repubblica, the biggest vault on the waterfront, and from the central marketplace, the true heart of Livorno that can be appreciated from the sea on a boat trip through Livorno from below, Effetto Venezia, the impressions of Venice, the intense summer festival. Sailing along the ancient canal of the suburb called Venezia in a unique atmosphere where creativity and passion mingle with history, culture and genuine fun in the typical Livorno style. It was the sea, once again, that before the Middle Ages brought together religions and cultures. Portuguese, Spaniards, Dutchmen, French, Greeks, Muslims and Jews, Catholics and Orthodox learning to live together right here in Livorno. The mixture of Hebrew, Castilian and Livorno produced the Bagitto, an idiom currently spoken in Livorno right up to the last war. It's, however, the Madonna of Montenero that has always protected Livorno from the plague and the seaquakes. And there are thousands of votive offerings to testify it. Not far from the port, there is the Museum Fattori, displaying works by important artists such as Modigliani, Natali and Fattori. For those who love opera, just a few yards away from the canal that crosses Piazza Cavour, the Royal Theatre Goldoni, made famous by the tenor Galliano Masini, and a brilliant young man called Mascagni. A few more steps and we plunge into the evocative atmosphere of the Natural History Museum of the Mediterranean. Elegant diorama windows looking onto the sea, a coastline in front of the most important cetacean sanctuary. Born out of the sheer need for survival, to earn the daily bread, the ship to tug to port, the rowing palio is the most genuine of Livorno sporting events. Livorno is also the seat of the Naval Academy established in 1881 under Cavour's urge for national unity. The Prestige Sea School organizes the Naval Academy and the City of Livorno Trophy. This popular sailing event attracts every year more than 2,000 sailing enthusiasts from over 20 countries. The Medicean port becomes venue for conferences, events with famous actors and sportsmen, exhibitions, meetings, food and wine events thoroughly enjoyable at sea too or on the Mascagni Terrace. Where the ancient battle took place, the Meloria Sandbank offers shelter and fun in all seasons to the inhabitants of Livorno as well as to yachters and tourists. On the coast of the south, the Romito Sandstone Cliffs, breezy in summer and warm in winter, beautiful forms and colors. If you stay longer, just a couple of hours from the port of Livorno or from the nearby Piombino, there is the most varied natural sea park, the archipelago of Tuscany, Giannutri, Giglio, Pianosa, Elba, Gorgona and Capraia, a real paradise for yachters. The scent of the myrtle and the Mediterranean scrub flavor wine and honey, game and fish that have enchanted kings and queens. The sprawling hills of Livorno also hold many surprises. Clearly shown paths lead to breathtaking views. Only a few minutes away from the port, small waterfalls, mills, ancient ice wells, woods and peaceful hermitages. The smarting defeat of Meloria sparked off the idea of a new Livorno, which today has finally become a challenging reality called Porta Mare, Gateway to the Sea. It's a project of the local bodies of Livorno to completely redesign the waterfront. The shipbuilding industry is being transformed into production of high-technology super yachts. The tourist port, shopping facilities, new services for navigation, for the city, for tourism. Flowing as smoothly and swiftly as a nighttime boat ride along the Medicean canals.